Have you had a huge event in your life that has changed your life fundamentally in the way that you have plans for your life? Maybe it was a divorce or the loss of a spouse or a child. Maybe you lost your home with a tornado. So many things can happen in our life that can change your life in a fundamental way in an instant. What do you do when this happens? How do you start over? It's very rare that we randomly have to start over in life. Many of us find ourselves with a major life event, and that event makes us have to start over. So today I'm just talking a little bit about what do you do and how do you handle that when it happens? Are you ready to feel less stressed, overwhelmed, and anxious? Do you wish you could be crazy confident in your ability to take on life's challenges? The Crazy Confidence Coach podcast is the go-to podcast for understanding and building self-esteem and confidence. You may be surprised how easy it is to make small life changes that add up to give you more confidence and create big results. If you have fear, anxiety, or overwhelm, that's okay, because we will talk about how you can stop letting it hold you back. Every person I know has struggled with confidence in some area of life. What area of life do you know you need to build more confidence? I promise you are not alone. I'm here to help you bridge that gap between who you are and who you want to be. Don't miss a single episode. You never know when a tip or trick that is shared will be your next big breakthrough. Hey, I just want to give you a quick trigger warning or content warning that there is some content that I talk about today that is about my past and my experiences with some trauma and some events that have happened to friends in my life. So I just want to make sure that if you have children in the car or if you happen to be sensitive to some topics, this may not be the episode for you. And I just want to give you that heads up. So here we go with the episode. You are listening to the Crazy Confidence Coach podcast, and this is episode 38. How to start over in life when an unexpected life event derails your plans and leaves you in the space that you have to start over. I didn't get married until I was 40. And to be honest, when I got married, I was thinking bliss. It didn't work out that way. The next 5 years for us was just kind of a blur, and it was super crazy and traumatic because we had so many events that happened. And honestly, I just felt completely disconnected from the life that I thought I'd be living. 3 back-to-back miscarriages, followed by a double cancer diagnosis, and that completely ended my ability to attempt to have more children. So there I was, newly married, wanting to start a family and feeling completely lost. I didn't know how I was going to start over. I didn't even know what I wanted. I look back to that time frame. Not only did I have that going on, I had 2 very dear friends who took their own lives that really put me in a place of sadness and depression, trying to figure out what is this life all about and what in the world am I doing here? I can remember having conversations with my husband and being like, if this is it, then I don't know what. I'm kind of ashamed to say that because I'm a woman of faith. I really was tested. My faith was tested. My marriage was tested. And my vitality for living was completely tested. Ultimately, I found myself in a position to start over. To be honest, I had to completely redefine what I thought about me and what I thought my life would look like. How in the world did I start over, and how can you start over too? Today, I'm just going to share with you a few of my best tips I have for starting over when you have that experience of an unexpected life event that fundamentally alters your life and creates a space that you have to start over. When you have that event that derails you, your plans fall apart just naturally. Your compass is off and it's hard to get back on track. First things first, when something happens that derails you, take the time to grieve what it was that you lost. It could be a home, it could be a relationship, it could be a person, whatever it is, and it could be a job. Whatever it is, you have to take time to grieve that thing. I will never forget my last miscarriage happened the week of Christmas. On December 21st, I got a call from my doctor. She tells me, you're going to miscarry in the next few days. I was completely devastated. There's so much more to the story, but this is the third time that it happened to us. And I just completely was angry and numb. And life had to go on. I look back on that. We had a Christmas party that evening. We had the Christmas party. Actually, it was at our home. I continued to keep going, even though I was physically miscarrying my child at that time. And so when I look back on it, I just kept going. Went to work right after Christmas was over. I went right back to work. Then fast forward a few months, and here I was sitting in my therapist's office discussing what was wrong with me. And it turns out she says, really? You just need to grieve. You never stopped to grieve. I just kept going on with the holiday, and I didn't want to overshadow the holiday. So I shut down all my emotions and kept going. So her statement to me was, the most important thing you can do right now is to take time to grieve and feel all the feelings. So if you have something that you've had in your life and it's a trauma or something that is big that's happened, and you haven't taken the time to grieve, this is your first order of operations here. Take the time to feel what it makes you feel, to explore the thoughts it makes you think, and fully grieve. See how much that will help. I promise you, it will be life-altering. The next thing you want to do is pause to evaluate your life. Here, you're just looking at what worked and what didn't work. What traits do you love about yourself? What traits would you like to change? Be very specific and very clear about what you're evaluating and write it down so you can look over it from time to time. Just doing it in one sitting is not likely to give you all the epiphanies that you really want. But this is an opportunity for you to dig deep into how you want to create a path moving forward. It's really important to be clear and honest with yourself about what you like about yourself and what you don't like about yourself and who you are and who you want to be. Then you're going to take all of that and you're going to make choices about your future. Make it fun. If life has been throwing you curveballs, why not take this opportunity to explore what could be possible now? How could you use this time to reimagine who you could be? For example, if you love helping people and you want to continue to help people, make a conscientious effort to help people. Be deliberate about it. What people do you want to help? Do you want to help kids? Do you want to help adults? Do you want to help them do something or learn something? Or do you just simply want to be around them? Do you want to coach sports or be an art teacher or just teach Sunday school in your church? Whatever those things can be, you can do them. You just need to commit to doing them and make a choice to doing it. Then you're going to do the opposite. What are the traits that you have that you're just not fond of? Do you drink too much? Do you spend too much? Are you not spending enough time with your family? You get 100% choice over what you're going to do and what you're going to do differently. Here's the deal. This part can completely overwhelm you. No worries. Don't stress out. You can get help with this. You can hire a coach. You can find training to gain the skill sets you don't have. You can find a mentor to support you. Look, I'm biased because I'm a coach, of course, but I know coaching works. It worked for me and it will work for you. If you've never tried coaching, what are you waiting for? I have a free discovery call so you can just ask all the questions that you have with no obligation. It's free. There's literally no obligation to sign up. So jump over to my website, thecrazyconfidencecoach.com, and sign up for the discovery call if you want help with this process. The next part of this process for you is to explore. Go out and try new things. Take a trip. Sign up for a cooking class or a painting class. Try karate or yoga. Do things that make you happy. For me, when I was starting over, what I ended up doing was creating with my hands. Doing art and painting furniture, that sort of thing. Those things are completely stimulating to your brain and it creates new neural pathways. This is exactly what you want because it's going to help you get out of the funk you're in and all of the time that you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I don't want to start over. Literally, just getting out of your head is helpful. Next, just be kind to yourself. Take it easy when you need to. engage in self-love by taking walks or taking a bath or spending time with friends. Maybe it's going to see your grandmother or taking care of somebody else's kids. Believe it or not, that was something I really enjoyed doing. Children just gave me joy. I went and played games with them. I would just love on them and get hugs, get all that oxytocin going. But whatever it is that's going to give your nervous system a break, do it. Next, be kind to yourself. Take it easy when you need to. Engage in self-love by taking walks, taking baths, or maybe just signing up for therapy. Maybe that is being kind to yourself. For me, I signed up for therapy. I found a coach. I did the things that I needed to do to help me kind of be whole again. Be careful. Don't shame yourself when you feel down or you don't feel up to going somewhere or doing something. Be kind. Get lots and lots of R&R, rest and relaxation, because that truly will help your brain be more positive and your body recover when you've experienced crazy, unexpected life. Don't underestimate the need for your nervous system to take a break. One other thing I find to be very helpful is keeping a journal or gratitude list. When I was going through the loss of our 3 babies, I made myself come up with 3 things I was thankful for each day. Now, I didn't always write it down, but I would just make myself come up with them because I knew inherently that I needed something to be thankful for and kind of retrain my brain, because some days I couldn't find something new. I just had to repeat what I had from the day before, and that's okay. It's still good for you to work on your mindset and kind of restructure how you're thinking about things, especially when you've gone through something horrible that is making you reset your life or start over, because we tend to think of the negative side of that. So keep a gratitude journal or have yourself do 3 positive things a day, something like that, that will pull you out of your brain and out of like ruminating of all the bad things that you feel inside. You definitely don't want to keep that pinned up because that's going to come out in a negative way eventually. Lastly, I think it's super important to find a mentor or a friend to support you. Or depending on your situation, you may need to go outside your normal family circle or friend circle or church circle to find a group or some kind of support system that will help you get through what you're going through and have people that you can bounce your thoughts off of and your ideas off of. This is also an opportunity for a therapist or a coach to help you as well, someone who's completely neutral that you can trust and use to help you find your way when you're having to start all over. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I hope it has helped you think through if you have to start over because of some life event. I know it's tough. I know it can be difficult, but you can do it. I know you can. Thank you so much for joining me. Would you do me a huge favor? Will you share this podcast with 3 people you think might find the podcast helpful? To be totally honest, I have yet to meet one person who doesn't have at least one area of their life that couldn't use a crazy confidence boost. Hey, if you want to fast track your crazy confidence journey, let's hop on a call and figure out what's holding you back. Maybe you are struggling with feeling overwhelmed or feeling like you aren't enough. Do you want a big raise and don't know how to ask for it? Or are you just tired of feeling insecure with friends or your spouse? Whatever you're struggling with, I can help you. Go to www.thecrazyconfidencecoach.com to schedule your free discovery call today. Hope to see you here next week. Love you big.